Usually there's some sort of emergency that comes up at least once a day, sometimes more than that. Sometimes our customers don't know who to ask for. They will, or have questions maybe that they don't know who to go to. So I'm sometimes the go-to person for very odd questions.
What would an emergency entail? What's an emergency?
That's a good question. The emergency would vary depending on who's asking me. An employee, an emergency might be they have a problem with maybe some responsibility of their job, and so to them that's an emergency. Our customers probably think an emergency is they're not getting satisfaction, they're having a problem, so sometimes that ends up with me. Every other year, we take our best agents on a trip. It's sort of a reward for their hard work during the year. They have to accomplish a certain sales goal, usually to get to that pinnacle level. And so I am organizing those trips and taking those folks on that trip and making sure they all have a good time and that all events are planned and that everything runs smoothly. And yes, we always have problems, but it's important they don't know we have problems. So a good trip is one that everybody has a good time and nobody realizes how much work that was to plan. All of the above, especially I would have to say writing. Whatever writing classes that you can take as a student, I would encourage them to do that. That is so important, and I see so many things that we have people that write letters and they cannot even write a correct sentence. They just don't have the ability, and it hurts you in your job. It hurts you probably in your chances for promotion, I would say. And if you can't express yourself and your thoughts in writing, it's going to hold you back. So, yeah. Listening is very important. A lot of times, customers, they just feel like they're not being listened to. And so you can diffuse a situation sometimes very easily by just simply listening and giving them some feedback and letting them know you're hearing what they're really saying. I do. It's probably more limited than some jobs in our industry. I always have a team on an agent trip, and one person cannot do those things. It takes everybody pitching in and doing that. We probably don't. Yeah, my experience with teams is probably more limited, but yeah, I think it's very important. If you don't work well with others, you're going to have some problems in your job.
Mm-hmm.